So as you return to your normal breathing pattern, you're reminded that this power and this presence, this love, that this grace is always pulsing us through every organ, action, function, cell, and fiber of our being. So if there's any area within you that's in need, this is within the physical, of course. If it's in need of a healing, let's choose to allow it now. It can be known or unknown. Let's choose to connect it to the divine wholeness that is always happening. Allowing for any insight or divine intelligence or wisdom to have its full sway. If you saw the white twinkling lights of the tree, a holiday decoration, you may want to see that similarly divine wholeness and health and harmony radiates your entire beingness. Just see that, thanking every cell for all that the cells do to keep your body temple whole, complete, and perfect. Provide a divine twinkling light radiation for yourself if you're willing, and if it sounds right for you. We take it through the physical, the body temple, and then when you're ready and if you're willing, allow the same twinkling white light, divine energy to go through the ethereal. All levels of consciousness, known and unknown. And by your willingness, allow for this divine radiance that is always present, deep within the center of your center, the I am that I am, the I am that you are. Allow it to pulse out in whatever way is for your highest and best good. Continue to have gratitude for the cells, the atoms, the molecules that keep us well, keep us in harmony. Keep us whole, complete, and perfect. You may want to chant, "Thank you, cells. Thank you, cells. Thank you, cells." And breathe in even more gratitude for the harmony that is now pulsing through every organ, action, function, cell, and fiber of your being. Wholeness, order, grace, healing. divinity, pure essence, holiness, joy, abundance, prosperity, radiance, wonder, splendor, health, love, peace, clarity, purpose, intention, divine insight, universal intention, goodness, self-healing, miracles, angels for your highest good, truth, divine wisdom, knowing. And compassion for self. Compassion for others. Oneness. Mercy. Playfulness. Self-expression. Joy. Radiance. So just allow for your heart space to fill with gratitude. Gratitude for any divine insight, any direct healing, any revelation, any manifestation. Know it all continues throughout the day, it all continues throughout the week. To work, to connect with ease and with grace for your highest and best good to be revealed. So inviting you with this next breath to breathe in even more gratitude. And as we exhale out into the sanctuary space, a field of even more plenitude and gratitude. We've created a soil that's fertile. So anyone who's willing and able to walk through the double doors now is able to receive their individualized blessing and healing, a transformation, a demonstration by the intention that's been set in this conscious awareness, in the stillness and sacred silence. And so let's breathe in together. We're going to inhale, and with the exhale, we're coming back now fully and completely to the body temple. So you may want to just gently slide the feet against the ground, tap the fingertips together. You may want to just brush each arm in case you opened any pores or portals. Just gently brush the thighs or your legs as you're coming back to your place within the space, your place within the chair, being certain you can feel the chair support you. And if you've not already done so, and in your own time, gently allow for the outer eyelids to open, becoming aware of one another and the sanctuary space. You're going to hear the beautiful music play. And this concludes the meditation portion of today's service. Just want to make sure everybody's all the way back, present and accounted for, feeling amazingly refreshed, revitalized, re-energized, reinvigorated, whole, complete, and perfect. This concludes the meditation for now. With love, namaste.
Think of the person next to you. Think God loves you and I love you too. And feel that love in the sanctuary. And in your mind, repeat after me. We come together. Come together, come together in the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. And feel that love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. Come together, come together, come together. In the name of love, we come together. Come together, come together, in the name of love. From every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the love of each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. And feel that love in the sanctuary. And lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound, like here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound, here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound, like hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. What's love and one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Your soul. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. Woo. Your soul is welcome. And my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Yay! Christmas! Yay! Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Spiritual Center in Redlands. Thank you for joining us live in our beautiful sanctuary here in Redlands, California, and to those who follow us on Facebook Live and watch remotely on YouTube. My name is Holly, and it is truly an honor and a privilege to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. We are a new thought spiritual community and all-inclusive to the spiritual truths from all the world, religious traditions, and spiritual paths. We focus on the philosophy of science mind. Sorry. I'm just crying because it's so beautiful here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. We focus on the philosophy of science of mind, which was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, who developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into our world. We honor all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are or where you are on your journey of faith, you are always welcome here. If you are here with us for the first time, please raise your hand and allow us to properly greet you. Yay. Hi, good morning. We are delighted to have you all with us today. A gentle reminder to please silence your phones. Thank you.
Thank you, Holly.
You're welcome.
You know, Holly says it's so beautiful here. I think Holly's so beautiful here. How about a hand for Holly? Say, David, could we get the slide changed, please? Thank you. This song has a little bit of a mantra to it, just very easy, very sweet. Be at peace, be at peace, be at peace, be at peace. You kind of, if you feel like you want to, just sing that to yourself, or even think it to yourself when that moment comes up in the peace. Be at 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 peace. When your path seems filled with obstacles, when your days seem filled with pain, when it seems that no one's listening to you, when your mission seems impossible, if you're blown by winds of change, let that small inner voice come through. Be at peace, you're all right, you're just fine, you're perfect, you're divine. Be at peace, you're all thoughts, you're all things, you're the universal mind. Be at peace, you're the spirit of an eagle, you're the sighing of a dove. Be at peace, at the center of creation, in everlasting love. Other people seem insensitive with their words and attitudes, giving voice to things that you just can't believe. But imagine for a moment that you're walking in their shoes. Bless their path, call it good, let them be. Be at peace, they're all right, they're just fine, they're perfect, they're divine. Be at peace, they're all thoughts, they're all things, they're the universal mind. Be at peace, they're the spirit of an eagle, they're the sighing of a dove. Be at peace, at the center of creation, in everlasting love.
So I invite us to breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhale, let's just release all that does not match, all that is divine. Just let it go. Once again, we breathe in together the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And as we exhale, we release and surrender all that does not match, all that is sacred. Just let it go. We bless and release it. Bless and release. Bless and release. Once again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhalation, release and surrender all that does not match, all that is holy. Let's let it go through your breathing. Let it go through the soles of your feet to Gaia Mother Earth to recycle, repurpose, refresh, restore, make new. We bless and release, bless and release, bless and release all that has ever transpired in your life to bring you to this very present moment where you are right here, where we are here together. Where we know that there's one power, one presence, one magnificence happening. It's called life. It's called the presence. It's called the essence, the divine essence of the I am that I am. It's expressing as me, is expressing as you. It is expressing as each of us and all of us. And we've created a harmonious magnetic field for healing to allow for all insight and wisdom, for transformation, for healings, for manifestations, for each of our individual and for all of our collective highest and best good. So I call it forth right here and right now. I know that anything that's on your mind and your heart that's about prayer this day, just be willing to release all that it took to get to this moment of your realization that you are ready to release it, that it no longer serves you. Any kind of healing, any kind of luggage or steamer trunks that you're carrying from your past of hurt or harm, sense of unworthiness or fear or doubt or trepidation or lack or not enoughness, unwellness in any category, just let it go. It could be a diagnosis that you don't want to accept, a prognosis you don't want to accept about your life. You just say, my prognosis is my divine essence. We'll say it together slowly. My prognosis is my divine essence. Feel it as you say it if you're willing. My prognosis is my divine insight, is essence. It's all in harmony. I can feel it. Feel it all in harmony. Feel it that way. Anything that doesn't match that, it slips away back to the nothingness from where it came and does not resurface or reappear. It's kind of like the shower water. It goes down the drain, the bath water. It's never again coming back up, we hope. So we don't let it, right? We're doing a spiritual roto-rooter right here and right now. We're letting go all that no longer serves us. And if it kind of trying to bubble back up, you just go, My prognosis is my divine essence. This is the truth. This is all we need to take away from this place this day. And with a forefinger or any finger that says, Because you're just remembering, we're always just remembering, we're having a spiritual chiropractic in this morning's prayer to all the goodness and the grace and the mercy and the joy. In the absolute, all these things are happening simultaneously. Isn't that a miracle? That's, in spirit, miracles are ordinary. So let's get with where spirit is and align ourselves with spirit. That's the truth of the core of our core. It wants to have its full sway in, through, and as my life. It wants to have its full sway in, through, and as your life. But it waits for you to say yes. Say it in any languages you know. Ayo, si, da. That's how it works. And so I'm just going to proclaim that this service continues to unfold with ease and with grace, with a sense of play, with a sense of intention, with a sense of spiritual realization, so that everybody watching within the sound of my voice can have the aha moment whenever they click on to see the videos. How good it is to have gratitude for our beloved Al Yankee, the musical inspiration. Send this incredible human love. He continues to crack you open like a walnut. He's a nutcracker for your highest and best good. And a demonstration of divine essence. By his performance and his talent, he's allowing his spirit to have its full sway to allow the world to heal one person at a time. And so as we always do, we speak a word of blessing for all those who have called our prayer ministry. We start by always saying our own names out loud. Speak your own name if you're willing in the sanctuary space. Brother Mark. Now those that you're holding on your hearts about prayer this day, just speak the names into the sanctuary space. Gabe, Ed, Torres family, Chitjian family, Machin family, Gomez family. We speak a special word of blessing for Ed Dollar as he's going to have his shoulder surgery. I believe it's the right shoulder surgery this Wednesday, December 3rd. So we send in advance this love and light intelligence and a good night's sleep to all those who are working with and on the magnificent Ed Dollar, so that we know he's returned with divine health and harmony and wholeness. We bless his wife Peggy. We bless the family, anybody that helps in his recovery. That's how it works for each of us. So when we speak a word of blessing about Ed, we're speaking it and uplifting it about everybody we know that's going through something similar right now, and ourselves. We speak a special word of blessing for Vladimir, who continues to heal in Ukraine. We may watch a video later today that's right on topic. We bless Olga, who leads one of our centers, and Ludmila, who leads the other sister center in Ukraine. And as we always do every Sunday, we speak a word about peace. So first, we must try to find peace within ourselves before we can offer it to another. So I invite you to breathe in the highest idea of peace. See it now in yourself. See it now radiate from yourself to others in the space here. And connect to the highest idea of peace that you can find. And then we transport it through the double doors. We transport it through the rooftop of the sanctuary. This place becomes a beacon of light and love intelligence that connects to all centers, temples, mosques, synagogues, anyone, anywhere where they're speaking a word of peace, about peace. We connect to that and magnify and multiply it into trillions and trillions of energy units for and about peace to have its full sway and through the world right here, right now. Take a moment to feel what that could feel like. That's the only gift I want. To feel what it feels like to be in this peace. To me, it should be a birthright of every human, of every sentient being. So see with me now, world leaders change their minds and policy positions toward and for peace with no explanation wanted, no explanation needed nor required. See this energetic of peace now reach all areas that are in conflict, struggle, or strife. There are so many. Spirit knows where they are and makes a way to the Gaza Strip, to Sudan, to Armenia, to Ukraine, every city, village, and town, border to border, north to south, east to west. Spirit knows where humanitarian aid, food, shelter, medication, supplies, even water are most needed for people to survive and thrive and grow and prosper. See that happening now. See any barricades that may have been previously placed to be removed and blocked, unblocked. Any stoppages cleared, rotor-rooted away in spirit, so that all that is needed reaches every single sentient being. We'll see it together in our mind's eye. It's now throughout the entirety of the world. Make sure wherever we are, we bring that same blessing. Wherever we go, we bring that same peace and we bring that same blessing. This is my invitation. It's also a proclamation, an affirmation, and a living prayer. So I bless all those in our congregation, all those within the sound of my voice, everybody who serves on our board, everybody who put together the magnificent decorations as they continue to get better and better each week. David in the sound booth, thank you so much for all you do and who you are. You feel any extra prayers that are on your heart? Just know that they're done. Just say yes. Yes, yes, yes. Do you accept the blessings? Do you? That was a beautiful yes. So I know that Spirit knows the last word of the prayer even before it is uttered. And I know that right where you are whole, complete, and perfect, nothing missing, lacking, needing, nor wanting. And if you would, with me in this prayer, just say that together with me out loud. Right where I am whole, complete, and perfect. Even now, especially now. And I invite you to say it together with me, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Thank you for the beautiful backup. All right, we're doing a reading. Holly's going to come up. Holly serves as our board vice president and also our secretary. So she has double importance.
Mostly secretary. Thank you. So I'm going to tell a joke real quick. Well, it's not a joke, but this sort of ties in with this beautiful reading. My dad used to chase us around so he could beat us. And now I know why. It was because he thought we were going to really screw up, and he wanted to make sure we behaved. So that helps me a lot to know that he just didn't want us to mess up. So anyway, so that kind of ties into this. It's hilarious now, but at the time it was a little scary. So anyway, no human being is broken, just the stories we carry around. Everyone is whole, complete, significant, meaningful, worthy. Our stories are broken until we find a way to seek the hidden and lost pieces in the deep crevices of our heart, until we realign our stories to create a myth that makes sense to our innate wisdom. Our stories have to ring true because we cannot create a myth from the wound story. The pieces that don't fit can be discarded. To live with purpose and meaning, let us thread a narrative that embodies our own personal story, weaved from our present life and the stories we carry around from the birth of our soul. And that's how you keep reclaiming, reinventing, becoming, being the masterpiece that you are. No human being is broken, just the stories we carry around. Poem by Archaeology for the Woman's Soul from Facebook by Karina Andronace. Yay.
Thank you, Holly.
Yay. Join the joyful celebration. Let the festive time begin. Raise your voice in affirmation. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. Grateful for our friends and brothers. Grateful for the time we share in communion with each other. All the people everywhere. Join the joyful celebration. See yourself in everyone. Witness your divine reflection, showing that we all are one. Namaste to friends and sisters, angels walking incarnate. Divine beauty out and inwards, perfect and immaculate. Join the joyful celebration. Now's the time to lose all care. Raise your hands in exultation. Plunge them high into the air. Dance and sing in free abandon. Open like a butterfly. Feel your heart space keep expanding. Lift your spirits to the sky. Lift your spirits to the sky. To the sky. Whoa, to the sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Al Yankee. Hey, thank you. Isn't it a blessing to have incredible music every single week? Is that a yes? Let's give Al another hand, if you would. Al Yankee. And so, good morning, everybody. How's it feeling today? You feel good? Do you like a little bit of the decorations that are happening here? It's looking good and gooder, better and better every year, right? It's part of our divine expression, wouldn't you say? So I want to say that as a non-denominational center, if you have a menorah, you have something from Kwanzaa, you have anything that you want to celebrate, just bring it. As long as it's of good and of light, we're willing to display however you want to display that. Does that sound fair? Do you know that I already introduced myself earlier. I want everyone to say hello to Susan over here on my right and Connie on the left. and welcome them. They came to worship with us today. You're welcome anytime that you want to come back. Come back as often as you want. You get extra credit if you return. Right? Could you imagine if we had all the people we ever had? Wouldn't that be amazing? Like when I wake up sometimes and I come to the center, we've called certain people back. Do you remember? Like they've been gone like a year, they come back. Some gone, I think the longest was 5 years. You're like, what are you waiting for? 5 years. And sometimes people go through things. So if they ever want to watch, you ever want to watch online, watch online. Share the message with friends. Bring a friend, tell a friend. I say that every week. And sometimes people just show up. And we're meant, you know what's really special about today and every time we're together is we may not ever have the same exact people, the same exact, there was a word for it, but it's not coming to me. It may not be the same divine order, like all of our energies that are together today. It may never be this same way again. So we want to celebrate that. That's why we want to celebrate all the time. We want to be in a sense of joy and a sense of play and a sense of wonder. Today's talk title is what? My Divine Expression. My Divine Expression. Now does everybody know what that is? Like what is your divine, like I think you might know. Because probably some of it you're doing for work, even though you may not enjoy your work as much as you think you do. I bet you some elements, if we dissect what you're doing for work, are part of your divine expression. And if they're not, you can always find another place to work if we have to work. It is a 4-letter word, work. And if we can work and find some of our divine expression within it, or break down some of the elements, I bet we're already doing that. What are some other examples of divine expression? In the zone. What does that mean when you're in the zone? You're in the divine zone? You're doing Spirit's work. I know a lot of you out there are doing that already. When I say divine expression, I think it could be even how you dress. Like I did a divine expression to match my friend Terry. We got long necklaces today. Well done. Cheers to you. Divine expression is ow. Divine expression is every word we speak to whoever we are speaking. Divine expression is the checkout guy at one of the retail stores here in Redlands. I was checking out, and I looked up, and the younger person, full face of makeup and double big long fake eyelashes. That is divine expression. And I think bravery too, because you're in the middle of a Redlands and you're going to see how many people after Black Friday and Happy Saturday shopping. That's divine expression. There's a video that we're going to play later. David, the first video, if you have it, I don't know. I don't want to play this. You don't? Which one do you have? Do you have the Ukraine one? Okay, we're going to do that later. Because I want to do my talk first, and then it's about a 5-minute video. And it is on topic for divine expression. It came to us from our friends in Ukraine. Okay, you do? Are you saying you do have it? Let's roll it and see if it's good. That's it was interesting because I forgot what it was, but in the meditation we were thanking ourselves. So thank your cells now. Let's breathe it in. Thank you, cells. Thank you, liver. Thank you, heart. What are the other? Thank you, lungs. Thank you, brain. Thank you, spine. Thank you, eyes. Thank you, kidneys. Thank you, brain. Thank you, hands. Las manos. Thank you to my blood. Thank you, eyesight. Thank you, ears. Thank you, lips. Thank you, tongue sometimes. Do better, tongue. Right? We have to, if we are, what's the topic again? If I'm a divine expression, my tongue sometimes says things, I'm like, ah! And what I want to say about this whole thing is we can't take it back after we said it. So I want us to preview some things. And then sometimes if I make a mistake and I err and I say it, I said, oh, did I say that out loud? Right? Because I thought I was just thinking it through. Does that make sense? We want to be a little bit more mindful because sometimes when I think a lot of times too, like young people, like when they text, they expect me to text right back. I don't do that, sorry. Also, I think a lot of time you can be misunderstood. Like I'm often misunderstood. If you want to misunderstand me more, just text me. And make it a long text because all I'm going to send you back is a check mark. Or maybe a check mark and a heart. Because I don't read all those things, or I don't have an iPhone, so sometimes they come through with all these weird stuff, and I don't press on that button. I'm just letting you know, for a friend. So if we want to talk to people, I know it's weird, and I've only talked to my nephew, who's like in their 20s, and my niece, like maybe once or twice on the phone in 20-some years, because the rest, they only just text. But if you really want to talk to somebody and know what they're trying to say, it's encoder and receiver. So sometimes if you can say, you can even text them, I'm about to phone you, ring, pick it up, right? And certain things I want to say in your divine expression, I'm going to ask you to not just be so carefree about. Like if there's things that are happening during the holidays, really be mindful before you go in. I want to tell you, I made it through 2 family events in a row, with long drives in a row, like at least an hour, 45 minutes each way in a row. But I knew when I was going to leave, even though they were just opening gifts for a baby shower, I'm like, I'm out. Because I knew, and they understood. And I got clearance. And then for the ones that got there later than me, I tapped on the door on the outside. I'm like, I'm out. Bye. For all the boys watching football in the room or whatever and I'd never been to a baby shower, so I probably should have gone because I've never been. Then I was like, how do they go through this where they want to have everybody judge your gift? Is that what you guys do at some of these baby showers? I mean, that seemed kind of weird to me. So I was glad to miss that. So part of the divine expression is setting a boundary too for yourself. And where you think you might be uncomfortable, you may not be able to make it. Like I was moderating, like I don't really drink, but I had one day I had none, one day I had one little sip of a beer. That was about it. So we want to moderate and set boundaries about where we're going as our divine expression. Does that make sense? All right, let's see what other notes I brought for today. So this is a quote. And it's from Holmes, this thing called You, page 3. You belong to the universe in which you live. You are one with the creative genius back of this vast array of ceaseless motion, this original flow of life. You are as much a part of it as the sun, the earth, and the air. Do you proclaim that for yourself? Yes. All right, let's say I am. My divine essence is as much a part of the universe as the sun, the earth, and the air. Let's breathe that in together. And just release like a ah or like a ah, whatever you're feeling. Yeah, a lot of times, I'm going to tell you this, a lot of times we're embarrassed to go loud. Why? Let's do a louder one. Ah. Doesn't that feel good? It does after. Let's do it again. Do you feel the room lighter? I'm feeling this whole room lighter. Let's try it one more time. Oh. Isn't that nice? So I'm just giving a homework assignment. You can, if you don't want to get locked up, you can do it in your car before you get out of the car. Or you find a private place or find a tree. The trees always understand in nature. The beach always understands because the sound of the waves are so so loud that they're not gonna hear you. All right. So you get what you get about this divine expression. You guess what I'm talking about, right? So from Ed Dollar, he gave a couple notes about transformation. It's not a striving, it's a surrender. You're not a human being trying to be spiritual. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. That's Neil Donald Walsh, Conversations with God. From Romans 12:2, the link is the transformation happens when we stop identifying with the world's labels and start living from the soul. You're learning to live as your soul. That's from Sonia Roman, Living with Joy. From Pope Benedict, and this looks like XVI is the 16th, right? It is the beautiful task of Advent to awaken in all of us memories of goodness and thus to open doors of hope. Isn't that beautiful? Because we're now in Advent. Does everybody know that? Do I need to back up and talk about that? Not really. It's the season in the Christian tradition, so not all of us are in there, but some of us are, that marks the 4 weeks leading up to Christmas. The name comes from the Latin adventus, meaning arrival or coming, pointing to both the birth of Jesus and the anticipation of renewed divine presence in the world. Historically, Advent began in the early centuries of the church as a time of preparation. Over time, it became a season colored by hope, expectation, and spiritual readiness. In practice, Advent invites a slower rhythm and a fast season, lighting candles on an Advent wreath, reading daily reflections or scriptures, acts of generosity, and cultivating inner stillness. Its heart is simple: to wait with purpose, watch with hope, and make room for light that's always on its way. Isn't that so sweet? Because I kind of feel like that now. I don't know if all of you do, but you can find that for yourself, where you could find those still and quiet moments. You may sleep in, you may press the alarm button extra. You may find, like I was thinking, I was kind of dreading going into a retail place. The place that I was telling you about was not really that busy. Yeah, was the line long? Yeah. But yeah, were all the people ready to check you out in 5 minutes with the line all the way almost out the door? Yeah. So I was like, because sometimes I walk in a store like that and I'm like, I'm not going to wait as long as the line to buy anything, so I'm leaving. So instead, but I'm letting you know they knew. They were using their spiritual expression, their divine expression to go, like, we got to get these people in and out of here. And there was no crowd. I mean, obviously it wasn't a mall, okay? I'm not telling you where I went. But you can see the checkout guy. He's got better eyelashes than all of us. I'm telling you. All right, do you want to learn 2 more words? We do spiritual lexicon here for Susan and Connie since they're new. Do you want to hear about it? All right, we're going to learn 2 new words. Marika's not here today. She's going to regret it because it's a Greek word. It's pronounced parousia. It's a Greek Christian tradition meaning arrival or presence. It's kind of connected to Advent, signifying a sacred coming or unveiling. And in the spiritual view, it's the sense that something holy is drawing near, quietly and steadily, like the dawn warming the edges of the horizon. I think that's beautiful. We can use this time, and I'm going to invite you to use this time to do like that spiritual inventory. What am I still carrying with me that I must be free of for next season, 2026? Did I need to repeat that? What am I carrying within me that is no longer serving me for my highest and best good, and I'm willing to release and surrender and no longer carry it forth into 2026? There's a person with his hand up. I don't know if he's a heckler. Yes, may I help you?
Is it like the junk removal services?
Yes. Right, 1-800-CRS. Donate now. We'll show up at your house in 5. What is the reboot that is needed by your soul? What false ideas about yourself are you carrying around that you are willing to shed. I'm inviting you to think about that in the Advent, between now and the last Sunday of this month. For those that are here, we do a dissolving bowl. The lady in the back might order the paper, and we dissolve whatever it is you might still be clinging on to in a bowl, and it's gone. We put it actually into the lawn, and look what happened to our lawn. That's why. Does everybody use this time not to overwork or be hard with yourself, but just to be loving to yourself, more kind, and try to do a scan, like a spiritual scan, from head to toe, not only physically, but in the ethereal. And while you're doing the physical, we're going to bless all the cells, all the atoms, all the molecules, all the functions. But then we're going to be like, what must I know? Ask the question, what must I release that's no longer serving me? Write it down. Watch the tape again. What must I release that is no longer serving me? Now, this is going to get a little bit tricky, because some of what you are holding on to is serving you. This is mean, what I'm about to say. Are you paying more attention? Some of what you're holding on to is serving you because it's a way that you're being that everybody else responds to you because of how you're being. So when you make these changes, even though some of them are subtle, it's a whole new game. It's a whole new life. If you're no longer, like if you're able to laugh about what Holly said, which is tragic, kind of, it's not okay. If you're really, if it becomes a sincere laugh, and you're behind it now, and you're watching it like that poor child that ran away. Like if you have empathy for that child and compassion and have a healing for that, then it's okay to joke about that and put it out there for others, right? So what is no longer serving you for your highest and best good? Okay, I want you to bring that with you. You can release it today, actually. And if you're not ready to release it, just work with it for the month. In our prayer, in our teaching, we don't make you beg or beseech. We don't make you do anything. I believe that if you want to leave it today, I'm going to invite you before I'm done talking or before the service is over to release it today. Because I don't want you to take it with you another minute if it no longer serves you. And at the same time, because you've asked yourself the question, what no longer serves me that's for my highest and best good, more things may come. And they may not. You don't need to struggle for it. If your paper is blank, fine. And you're going to check not only the physical, you're going to check the ethereal as well, which is any layers of consciousness that we are, known or unknown. Does that make sense? All right, and if you want extra time or with it and you want to make an appointment with me, I will take the call. I will look at what you wrote. I will even help you to create a prayer treatment in the 5 steps of how we do prayer. Does that sound fair? All right. Let's see if there's anything more about this topic. There must be. We had one word already, right? The second word is santosha. Does anybody know it? Santosha. It's from the yogic and Hindu tradition. It's one of the niyamas of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, representing contentment born from inner stillness rather than external gain. Santosha speaks to the deep peace that arises when we stop measuring life by what we acquire and instead rest in what already is. Is everybody catching it? It reminds us that true wealth is an inward orientation, not an outward accumulation. Let's say it together. Santosha. Santosha. Very good. And the other one, parusiya. All right. And we'll let Marika know what she missed. Unless she's watching. Hi, Marika. Hi, Ava. So from Holmes, Love and Law, page 46, every living soul is a point of personified God consciousness, immutable power now, You are not approaching the point. You are that now. Is everybody with me? From Holmes, this thing called you, page 4. Your soul belongs to the universe. Your mind is an outlet through which the creative intelligence of the universe seeks fulfillment. Everybody got that? Am I done? Al's coming up. Come on up. You're like, I wish he was done. See, when you're the musician, you can just come up and start playing. And then they get a hook. And I'm done. I don't feel done yet. If anybody's restless, just stand up and stretch. Hey, I'm not done. I worked all my life for this moment. Right? Are you guys feeling restless? All right, I have a couple more things. Just bear with me. Just go like this. Just go, ah. Okay, now let me get through it. This is my divine expression, right? It's in the middle of it. I'm in the middle of it. Now I can't talk anymore. From Thomas Kelly, A Testament of Devotion, page 9. Deep within us all, there is an amazing sanctuary of the soul, a divine center to which we may always return. It is a light within which illumines the face of God. Are you with me? If you are, just go like that. You got it. All right. From John O'Donohue, Beauty, the Invisible Embrace, page 206. Your soul makes sure that God's dream for you is always edging towards fulfillment. Thich Nhat Hanh, everything relies on everything else in the cosmos in order to manifest. Whether a star, a cloud, a flower, a tree, or you and me. Deepak Chopra, the truth is that nothing exists except spirit interacting with itself. The Mindful Woman, Sue Patton Thole. One of our soul's major purposes is to know, love, and express our authentic selves, to live the life we were meant to live and be the person we were created to be. However, our true selves will only emerge when it's safe to do so. Self-condemnation, shame, guilt, and judgment send your true nature into hiding. It's only in the safety of gentle curiosity, support, encouragement, and self-love that your soul can bloom as it was created to do. From Cole Arthur Riley, This Here Flesh. Wonder requires a person not to forget themselves, but to feel themselves so acutely that their connectedness to every created thing comes into focus. In sacred awe, we are a part of the story. From Matthew Fox, The Coming of the Cosmic Christ, page 201. In allowing one's authentic awe and wonder to be born again, and in welcoming the pure, the child, and playfulness to come to self-expression, one is already involved in co-creation. There is no creation without play. Got it? Play. Let's play. It's okay to go, ah. I didn't hear you do it. Ah! Doesn't it feel better? The louder it gets, the better you feel. From Scripture, Isaiah 55:12. For you shall go out in joy and be led back in peace. The mountains and the hills before you shall burst into song, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. From the Hindu Bible, as the oil is in the mustard seed, butter in milk, water in the river, so abides the unborn God in the born soul of man. Do you want to close? You want to do something while I close? And then we're going to watch a video. I hope you guys will. Is it okay if I close and then we watch a video together? And if you need to move about the cabin, you can do that. Let's put the oxygen mask on for the little children and the people who need help. I'm going to do my closing, and then we have a magnificent video that was sent by Tatiana, who's a practitioner in Ukraine. It's the story of survival of her son, Vladimir, who we've prayed about here for more than 3 years in this center. This is from Caminando Juntos en el Amor on Facebook. Is that walking together in love or with love? Is that right, Holly? Caminando Juntos en el Amor. walking together in love. All right. Oh, one more thing. It always helps to carry this to a party. If somebody's not behaving like their divine essence, the grandchildren, could be a sibling, it could be me, it could be the daughters, the sons, you just go. And you see how the tones are different. The tones are different because we're all different. Let's try it again. Getting you in the back, Barbara. And this is a double at once. It's for the two lovebirds in the back that just came back from the desert. And for the new people, Connie and Susan. Kind of quiet there. They're a little quiet. That's good. Can you feel it? All right, let's do one for everybody. Just like we hermetically seal you, but then I'm going to do still my closing. Hermetically seal yourself in a bubble where only your divine essence may pass. So if somebody doesn't know, they can't get in. There's no access. Access denied, just like the credit card when I paid the cashier. Right? Got it? So we're going to do it now, the whole entire place. Can you feel it? One moment, and we're going to go to the closing. That was beautiful. There are people who heal. There are people who heal who are the aspirins for headaches. People who make a cloudy night into a starry night, like an April night. There are people who know spring, poetry. People who, even though they're not present, you know they are there, and that is more than enough. There are people who pretend to be ordinary people, although I doubt it. I suspect there are angels pretending to be ordinary people. There are people who are the sun you wait for every morning, people who taste like coffee, red wine, people who love without having them, people who love like the moon from a distance. There are people who go through life rejoicing hearts, warm people who shelter in moments of loneliness, people with magical smile. They are beings of light. There are people who help you shine when you're about to fade away. There are people who become your favorite melody. They're like songs, those you don't get tired of listening to. There are people who help you in the midst of the storm. People they're like the lighthouse. Wind, compass, the helm of your shipwreck. These are people like you, for example. Video. And so it is. Thank you for allowing the divine expression. No questions, just play it. And some of the content's a tad graphic. I'm just trying to tell you, it's a disclaimer. If you don't want to watch it, close your eyes. Okay, well, I'm warning you. Some of the content is a little graphic. They're going through a war. It's a survival story of a war. It's also the divine essence of the person chose to live. watching this. So we are on a meditation call with them. Sunday night, you can join 10:30 p.m. for 10 to 15 minutes, Sunday through Thursdays, and 11 a.m. on Monday through Friday. 10 to 15 minutes, and we're on a call with them. So we've been together more than 3 years now. And thank you for watching that. So we're doing a concert here. It's coming up on 2 Fridays on December 12th. 6:30 to 8:30 is the concert. An hour before is potluck. Today, after we do our offering, we're going to do 2 extra givings. One is going to be for Ukraine in the bucket up front, and one's going to be for our center in the back for any areas we may have fallen short in our collection. I think, are they noted in the bulletin? I didn't see the collection amounts. Yes, those are noted in the bulletin. So I don't want to take anything away from the video. I thank you for watching it because this is what I'm asking everybody to do. David, if you could put the link for giving in the chat for the video to Ukraine. I'm asking you to not buy somebody either as nice a gift or just skip a gift and write a card and say, I gave your gift to the people in Ukraine. 2 of our centers are we split all the money 50-50. They get 100% of the money. We don't take any fees. And they get it Western Union. And we've been doing this for years. It's like our third year or so. So for me, I thank you for watching a video like that. That is tough to watch. Imagine living through that. So it also puts in perspective for us, whatever you think your biggest problem is it as big as that? Okay. If it's not, then you can just take your wand and go right back into the divine essence that we are. Thank you all. So is it offering?
Yes.
We'll do the offering. Everybody knows it's a regular offering, and then the extra offerings, you know your opportunities. Again, the Lucite box is going to be for our center, for any shortages in November, and you can get those details from Eileen or the bulletin. And then the Ukraine is going to be below in the basket below. And we're going to do that for a couple weeks. I want you to know that our center, Vladimir took with him a written prayer that I submitted from our center and attributes our written prayer of being hermetically sealed as the reason that he survived. And he told his mom, right, that he called that a miracle. He calls our prayers from CRS Redlands a miracle. So I hope you feel okay about that. I mean, this is work that we're doing in the world from here. So it's, without me completely breaking down and crying, it's the power of your prayer. So we continue to hold this family in our hearts. And you did notice he just had his 3rd child, right? So he chose to live. All right. And so from the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. And now I have to get all the money I had left. No, for now. What else? It is evidence of my faith and my belief. Thank you. It does great work in the world.
And it returns to me multiplied.
Abundantly.
So it is.
Thank you for giving.
And then can you put this
Thank you for receiving. Thank you for being who you are.
Putting this in Ukraine.
Thank you for breathing. Thank you for believing. And thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing. You are the vessel of that love. So thank you for caring, and bless you for your sharing. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being who you are.
I invite the congregation to outstretch our hands toward the offerings received. Where are they? Magnify them, multiply them, see them grow, see them be sufficient to continue the great work of CRS Redlands, which, by the way, Connie and Susan's been here 70 years. So let's see it another 70. Together we say, so it is. Thank you, Al. Thank you, everybody. All right, what's next?
Announcements.
Announcements. Holly, are you here? Come on up. I already talked to you about the Ukraine concert, right?
Yep.
All right. And thank you, everybody, for your extra time.
Okay.
I am just going to add this little thing here. Several letters have been put on the tables, and on December 14th, we are going to have a gathering here after the service for members and friends. And we encourage you all to be
Vendors?
here. Of course, we'll have the snacks afterward, and maybe even more special snacks. There's nothing more wonderful than special snacks. So I encourage you to join us.
Announcements for today, November 30th. Tonight, from 6 to 8 p.m., please join Brother Mark on Zoom for deeper conversations. The link to join will be on the screen in the sanctuary, and it is also in our e-blast. The next Divine Feminine Circle is scheduled for tomorrow morning, Monday, December 1st, 10 to 11:30 a.m., right here in the sanctuary, lovingly facilitated by Susie Ammons and Gail Yandel. And finally, save the date, Friday, December 12th, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Bring potluck dish to share for our Christmas concert and fundraiser to benefit both of our sister centers in Cherkasy and Biblioteka, Ukraine. Thank you to our music director Gilman and to Al Yankee and all the musicians who donate their time and great talents. 100% of the proceeds raised will arrive in Ukraine prior to Christmas. Thank you. You are invited to rise for the closing song. Thank you for being with us here today. Yay!
I used to think I'd always be alone, separate, misunderstood. I spent my days in quiet desperation, but on the outside, things looked good. Then I discovered the error of my thinking, the lie at the base of all my fears. So simple that it turned my world around. Oh, why did it take so many years? Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. Loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. Wide open. There is no separation, no matter what it looks like. No separation, no matter what they say. No separation except what I imagine. And I imagine separation has gone away. Can it go away if it never existed, really? Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. Now you guys. Louder. Come on, Alex. I am walking with my eyes wide open. birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Holly. Happy birthday.